In this episode, we're going to talk about 3 reasons why you need to stop hiding and start showing up. See you soon. There are times in life when things aren't going to go right. No matter what you do, it's not going to work. I've been there. When I was unemployed, I felt devastated. I didn't want to see the world because I felt that I was a complete failure. I wanted to crawl under a rock or even crawl in the sewers, not because I wanted to become a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but because I felt I had no value and I was a failure to myself and my family. With a change in my mindset, I was able to convince myself to have more confidence. I started networking more, getting out there, and that's when the magic happened. I was able to find employment and start moving forward in my career. Here are 3 reasons why you need to start showing up. Reason number 1, you miss out on opportunities. You see, when you're hiding, you're not noticed by the hiring manager or your own manager, and opportunity just seems to fly by you all the time. And I've been a victim of that. It was my own fault. And I'm telling you, when you want to be seen, you're going to step out in the shadows. It's going to be uncomfortable, but you're going to have to become a knockout networker. You're going to have to show your value consistently, show up time and time again, and people start to recognize you. And as we like to say at KeepMovingForward.ca, who knows you refers you. Number 2, you're only hurting yourself when you don't show up. Here's what I mean. You see, there's well over 7 billion people on the planet, and you're not here for just at a fluke or by chance. You're special. You've got some unique gift. Now, I don't know what that gift is, but only you know what that is, and it's up to you to communicate your value. Now, I get it. We've all been down and defeated. And when you have that defeated mentality, you've got the screaming monkeys of negativity screaming how you can't, you're no good, you have no value. Been there, done that, didn't help. But what you got to do is you got to be careful of that, because those negative self-talks turn into more of a negative behavior or even bad body language. Now, it looks something more like this, whereby you are hunched over because you're playing small, no eye contact, talk people, and there's no real connection, you seem distant, and that turns people off. And this reminds me of when I was in recruiting. Now, I had to go through about 200 plus resumes for one position to market that to our employer. And I would narrow that down from 200 to about probably 5 or 6 applicants where I needed to meet and see if they're the right fit. And many times people lost out for a number of reasons, because when I met them, they had low energy, a negative attitude, some had bad vibes, whereby I know they're stressed, anxiety, I'm poking them to try to get the answers as to why they're the best person for this role, and they're not budging. And I'm thinking, in every job, there's going to be good days and horrible days. I get it. We've all experienced that. It doesn't matter what job it is, but when those horrible days come, what are you going to do? Are you going to run and hide and just leave the company and quit? Or are you going to rise up to the challenge and move the company forward? So nothing turns off a hiring manager more than a person who's got negative attitude or lack of energy and focus. We want people to be energetic and present in conversations. Number 3, showing up beats the competition. They say that 80% of success is based on showing up. Now, this reminds me of one of my clients. She's currently enrolled in the Mindset for Career Success course, and she was halfway through it, and she was working in a terrible dead-end job with a manager from hell. She wasn't going anywhere, and it was pretty depressing for her. After working with her through the course and one-on-one coaching, she gave them the confidence, and she could see that she definitely had value, and it was time for her to start leaving the company. So one day, she had a resume, and she was going to apply for a position. And after a couple coaching sessions, we both agreed that the best thing to do was take that resume and go directly to the company. So she did. So she went to the company, and they liked that she had a positive attitude and a positive mindset, and they said, let's give you a chance. We'll test you out for a couple hours one day, and we'll see if you can do the job. Well, she went, nailed it, and she's now going to be working at this new company, moving her career forward. Now, this reminds me of a quote, and it goes like this. The world is run by those who show up, not those who wait to be asked. Steve Blank. Share with me, what have you done uniquely that caused you to show up and be recognized by a hiring manager or your own personal manager? Share if you care. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and again, share if you care. As I always say, keep moving forward and looking upwards. Take care.